Welcome back. I'm happy to announce that Masad has not yet slimed me out for that last video I made. But aside from that, today's video is going to be the first video in my series of chronicling Cyraxx's misadventures. It's been done a million times before, but I want to give my own perspective on things, and hopefully you all will enjoy it. I'm going to try to keep everything in chronological order, but if I miss something, let me know. We're going to start off from June 29th of 2012, and you're immediately going to notice a couple of things about this. First of all, he's wearing pink lipstick, and second, instead of the usual scraggly, dry hair he has, it kind of looks more greasy than anything. And he also kind of sounds like Brandon Brutal, which is pretty ironic because he's also a diddler.
Hey y'all, this is your boy DJ Shadowblade here with the Shadowblade Productions behind the scenes and behind my music. This is actually the first episode, so kind of cut me a break, please. But there is a few things that I want to touch base on. First off, I want to say thank you to all my fans. My amazing label that I'm working with called Killer Clown Sounds.
Killer Clown Sounds. Now it's important to note here that Chance stole the name DJ Shadowblade and Cyraxx from Eric Scrubolo, the man who signed him on to Killer Clown Sounds out of pity. And Eric Scrubolo also stole the name Cyraxx from Mortal Kombat.
I also want to give a huge thank you to my amazing fan base, which is all my friends and a few others. I love you guys to death. You guys really do make it worth it. And also a huge, amazing shout out and a very big thank you to my best friend and little sister, Hannah Farrell.
This is going to be the first instance we see of Cyraxx's weird obsession with calling his friends little brother or little sister, stuff like that. But trust me, it's not the last time.
She is actually my official album cover artist. She does all the album artwork. She's helped me out with my first album, which was initially going to be called Psychopathic Minds, but one of my friends sat down with me who was from, well, actually my boy Scrublo sat down with me and we were going over names and he came out with the name Mentally Unstable. So I kind of went with that, and the name sounds awesome.
No, it doesn't.
So thank you, Scrubwell. Big shout out to you, brother. But anyways, there's another thing that I want to touch base on that I've noticed going around Facebook and around YouTube a lot, and that is these new supposed rules on being a juggalo or juggalette. I honestly am just so disappointed in all these new kids thinking that they can just go in and make up whatever rules they want. It really does disappoint me, because I've been in the family for a little over 7 years.
7 years. 7 years, Marty. Mind you, this is all before Marty even started trolling him. For some reason, he just has this odd obsession with the term 7 years. It's like he can't imagine any other time frame.
Close to 10. But, these new rules are, you supposedly have to be jumped in and all this other crap. And I'm here to say, that's not true. You don't have to be jumped in, because we're not a gang, we're a family. Yeah, we paint up our faces, but there's something that a lot of people don't know about us, and that's the fact that, yeah, we do paint up our faces, and
He just said paint up our faces twice in a span of less than 30 seconds.
we have these huge gatherings and these little get-togethers and carnivals and concerts and stuff.
What was that? Did you guys see that? It's like he's contacting the mothership or something, dude. He's not human. He dissociated from his physical form for a second there.
And honestly, a lot of us are just normal, everyday people who enjoy the same kind of music. Like me, I honestly, personally love music by ABK, Big Hutch, aka Psychopathic Assassin. I'm particularly huge on a few songs by ICP, especially their songs Homies and the Juggalo Chant. I'm really huge on those couple songs by them. But, and honestly, I do listen to other stuff too, like, Linkin Park.
Oh, we know. More on that later.
3 Days Grace, Disturbed, Godsmack, and also a couple other bands that not many people know of, which is bands I know personally, like my best friend and brother Vinny Sharma, his band Sharmera, who honestly I would highly suggest if you're into like the rock music and stuff like that. I will post a link to a couple videos that I made, actually all 3 links to the videos that I made for his 3 songs.
His 3 what?
For his 3 songs.
Oh, okay.
For all 3 of his songs and stuff, they're gonna be down below in the little comment section. Well, just above that. But another one that I'm actually working with right now, who is a dear friend of me, his name is Christian Lee, aka Cousin Kit. He has a band out called Signal Fist. That's SIGNAL Fist. I will also post the link to his website for his band, who was greatly created by my best friend and little brother, Cody Crislip.
What does greatly created mean? And there he goes with that little brother bullshit again.
But also a huge shout out to my best friend, Hayes Parker. I love you, kiddo. You fucking rock.
This will become a common theme with Cyraxx. He'll just drop his friends' full names and then wonder how they got doxxed. Also, this is way before everything came out on him, but the implications of him saying kiddo are still pretty creepy. But that's pretty much all for his Into the Shadows episode 1. He pretty much just spends the next few minutes glazing juggalos and all his little buddies. So let's move on to Into the Shadows episode 2. Jesus Christ, what am I even looking at? Somehow the video quality got monumentally worse between this one and the last one. And he's even quieter in this one as well. Also, I'm pretty sure he's not just wearing lipstick, he's also got blush on or something.
What up, y'all? This is your boy DJ Shadowblade. And this is actually something I didn't mention in the last episode. This is actually episode 1, part 2.
Part 2. Pick an accent and stick with it, Chance.
The first one was like the first part, sort of like an intro into whatever. But, in this part, I am going to show you where all the magic happens and stuff like that. I'm going to show you guys my makeshift studio downstairs where I do all my beats. And then the following episode, and then and now when I'm going to go back and show you guys upstairs where I do all my vocals and stuff when my mom's not around, because she kind of gets annoyed by it.
You mean your grandma? Because she's not your mom. Grown man has to wait for his grandma to leave the house before he can start doing his vocals.
But, enough talking. Come on, let's check it out.
POV, you just got kidnapped by the goblin and now he's dragging you into his basement.
As you can see, we got some wood stairs. This place is fairly old, but man, it's all good. Got my little punching bag right here that I like to work out on and keep in shape with.
You're definitely a shape, Chance. Not in shape, but a shape. Like a rocket ship or something.
I love messing with that. We got a little foosball table and whatnot. Over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but
I don't know if you could see it or not, as he's pointing the camera into pure darkness.
there is like a desk right there. It's where I like to do all my lyrics, and when I'm sitting down relaxing, I come down, work on some lyrics, have fun, and I'm just at peace here. I come down here, put some music on my phone or on my iPod, and I just relax, listen to music, and get some ideas. Over here you got my shelf full of different stuff, like you can't really see it, but I got number 3 Dale Earnhardt collectible car. I'm a bit of a NASCAR fan.
Cyraxx, owning one of something doesn't make you a fan of it.
And then you got my trophy I won in Cub Scouts when I was a little kid. And then a picture of me and one of my friends. And stuff, and that right there is like my bookshelf. You got a little rowing machine that I like to work out on. And stuff, you know, just to keep myself in shape. Along with some weights right down here. But my bike, I do a lot of bike riding and BMX.
By BMX, he means riding up and down a 2-foot hill and wiggling the handlebars around.
And then of course I got my skateboard right there. You can't really see it, but it's a Swift Justice Mongoose. It's pretty badass actually. I do a lot of skateboarding and stuff in my spare time. I got an empty CD case here I got my Godsmack Oracle CD and the computer here, but this is where it all happens. This is my old HP compact Presario processor computer. It's pretty old. It's very slow, but you know, it works for now until I can at least upgrade and stuff.
Even in 2012, Cyraxx was still choking on his own words.
This is a tower and stuff and whatnot, of course. And then you got a 3 Wise Monkeys lamp that I got one year. It's the Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil, See No Evil lamp. I got a thing of sunflower seeds here that I like to munch on whenever I get the munchies, because you know, you can't go hungry if you're working on music. So whenever I get the munchies, or I just get hungry for like a snack, I munch on those.
I don't think munching on dry ass sunflower seeds is a good idea when you're trying to do vocals.
But yeah, and then over here you got like our laundry room area right here. You got a couple washers and dryers. You got our heating boiler for our hot water and shit. But that's it for this studio.
This is a terrifying angle. Look at the glow in his eye. He looks like SCP-106. Both of those videos were from June 29th and 2012. But on July 1st, Cyraxx would release his music video for his new song, Voices in My Head.
Do you hear their voices? Do you hear their cries? Do you know they're here with me, watching you through my eyes? Do you hear their voices? Do you hear their cries? Do you know they're here with me, watching you through my eyes?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you sit through that. It's basically like that the entire song. It's horrible. But do you remember that comment I made about Chance liking Linkin Park earlier? Well, on July 5th of 2012, Chance will post a video of himself trying to beat Chester Bennington's 18-second scream, and I think it just kind of speaks for itself. You really covered a wide spectrum of sounds there. The first part sounds like an old man having a heart attack, and the rest sounds like the toilet in my old house after you flush it. That thing was completely busted. After this video was filmed, we wouldn't see Cyraxx again until an uncertain time in 2013 when this video was released, where Cyraxx and his girlfriend Heather decided to say their goodbyes to the Juggalo lifestyle. Also, take note of the dog tags he's wearing. That'll be important later.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Chance, aka Shadow Master, and my girl Rouge. Where to start? I know this might come as a shock to all of you guys out there that know us and what we ran for and what we stood for. But me and her, well, we pretty much decided to drop the Juggalo lifestyle itself. Not the family, but the lifestyle itself. Because it's just too much for us to handle.
Now, I am by no means an expert on juggalos, but I'm sure as with many things in life, if you leave the club, you don't get to keep the benefits.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna stop being friends with any of the juggalos and that. If you guys still wanna be our friends, that's cool. But we just dropped the lifestyle.
Exactly. We didn't drop the family itself. It's the lifestyle itself that we dropped. And for those of you that are gonna get pissed off and say that's gay and bullshit, which
It is gay and bullshit. You're a traitor, Chance.
I know a few people that have already, not mentioning any names, but you guys know who you are. And you guys need to be more understanding about this because of the lifestyle itself. We've pretty much gone downhill. I mean, we're still going to be underground no matter what.
In a perfect world, that would be true.
We'll still be underground till the day we die, but the Juggalo lifestyle, we tried to live it and we just found out that it's not for us.
If you can't hang, just say that, Chance. Just making excuses like he always does.
So those of you that still want to be cool with us and back us up, we definitely appreciate you guys. We appreciate what you guys are doing and backing us up on. And I mean, we have nothing against the Juggalo family. We have nothing against what they stand for, because personally, I think that it's awesome what they stand for and how they help people, because there's a lot of kids out there that run crazy and do stupid stuff until they find the Juggalo family, and a lot of the Juggalos, they set them on the right track. So, and I've got nothing against them, but all in all, the lifestyle has to go. That's the one thing that we have to drop to make things better for us.
You know what probably happened was Cyraxx got into his first mosh pit and he got atomized by some 300-pound dude.
And it's not easy. It wasn't hard for either of us to do this. But right now, it's the best thing for us. So if you guys want to leave comments below, commenting on this video, or if you guys want to get a hold of us through Facebook, there's going to be a link down there in the description bar, or whatever you want to call it.
What do you mean whatever you want to call it? It's objectively called the description.
But anyways, on a side note, we are going to be releasing our first album here on the 7th. $5 a CD, prepaid.
Prepaid?
You send us the cash first. When it gets here, we'll send you guys the CD. So, all in all, we hope you guys subscribe to our channel and check our stuff out and whatnot. But to those of you that are showing respect to us and have been helping us, thank you guys. You guys rock. So until next time, deuces.
Deuces.
The next video is on February 28th of 2013. I don't know what happened between that video and this one, but Cyraxx and his girlfriend actually ended up throwing those dog tags into Summit Lake.
Man, it's us. Listen, I know you're pretty upset about the whole dog tag thing and whatnot.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset too. Eric Scrubbelow got you those dog tags, and you repaid his kindness by throwing them into the lake. What did I say in a previous video? Always cherish the gifts you're given, even if you don't like them.
Well, when we did the whole thing with the dog tags, it's because we were pissed off. We didn't know what the hell to do. We were seriously just, we were only doing like my mom wanted us to do. She came up with the idea to throw them into the lake, and at the time it seemed like a good idea. And honestly,
in what world was that ever sound like a good idea?
We regret it, man.
Yeah, big time.
We seriously regret doing that, man. You're family, dude. And it's because of KKS that we made it as far as we did.
Yup. And we thank you.
Yeah, seriously, man. Because without you, I don't know what we'd be doing.
The same thing you do every day, which is what you've done your entire life. Sit around and be a burden.
And we love you to death.
Exactly, man. So, if you see this, man, just know that we are deeply and truly sorry. Because...
See, this is how you know they don't care. Look at Heather. She just looked back to see what was going on in Naruto.
Killer Constance, like you said yesterday, is more than a label. It's a fucking family, dude. We're all family on that label.
Yeah, dude, the Baker family from RE7.
And we just want to make things right again with you, bro. And I mean it. No more beef, no more drama, no more bullshit. Just start over fresh from the very get-go. Do like we did before, start over fresh, be cool and shit. And if you're still upset, we understand, because honestly, we'd be upset with that kind of stuff too.
Yep.
So, I guess we'll talk to you later on, bro, right? Deuces, bro.
Deuces.
After that video, Cyraxx would only make one other video in 2013 on March 1st, but it's literally just him listening to classical music. So we're going to move on to his next video, which was on May 6th of 2014, where he talks about his brand new game that's dropping. It's important to note that he was also still in high school in 2013 as a 23-year-old man. It would also be the same year he got kicked out of high school for an event that will not be talked about in this video. But if you're curious about it and don't want to wait for me to cover it, just search up the Blind Billy incident.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chance from Hit the Fan Studios coming at you guys live right now with episode 1 of Gamer Madness Monthly. Just so you guys know, we have a new game coming out. It's kind of our first game, so it's called Possession Pen. You guys can go to the description bar below. I'll post the link to the site where you can get it, which is our personal website. It's the company site. You can also check out the screenshots there and whatnot. And you go to Facebook, hit us up on Facebook at Hit the Fan Studios at facebook.com. Also a huge shout out to Robin and Ashley, the guys that are making this possible and whatnot. Thank you guys to everybody on the team. For those of you that do know me and know my work,
which is absolutely nobody by this point,
you guys know that I've put on some pretty creepy stuff. And if you guys are fans of Resident Evil, Call of Duty, Halo, or like any kind of first-person shooter games, you guys will definitely love this. It's really good. We are on part 5 right now of the entire game. We're still working on it and whatnot. It releases officially in August. This has been Chance with Hit the Fan Studios. Until next time, peace out.
Needless to say, this game never came out. But after that, Chance would upload a bit of a political video on May 20th, where he talks about Obama's zero-tolerance policies, which literally have nothing to do with what he's talking about in the video.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I want to talk about a certain topic. The name? No tolerance law. In some cases I can agree with it, in others I can't. The one I want to mostly talk about is self-defense. Obama. Why put in the no tolerance law? You need to take it out. If somebody's fighting you and you can't get away from that person, you can't help but defend yourself. You have a right to defend yourself.
So I did a little bit of research, and I found out that Obama never actually introduced anything called a zero-tolerance law. So I genuinely have no clue what he's talking about in this video. Looking at the Cyraxx wiki, they seem to think he's confusing zero tolerance with duty to retreat laws. But Obama never introduced any of those either. He's probably just really gooped up from whatever concoction Sally made for him that day.
Change the law. Change where it stands. I mean, come on. A fine and being arrested for defending yourself, you can't always get to a safe place. Sometimes you're going to have to fight back.
I would actually agree with you, Chance, but you're literally making a video about something that doesn't exist.
You need to change this law. You really do, because there's a lot of kids like myself who were bullied in school and throughout high school. And you cannot tell me that you weren't one of those kids that had it rough. What I don't get is how you can sit there and arrest somebody who is clearly defending themselves against an attacker. Like, if I'm trapped in a corner, like a literal corner, and I'm getting attacked, my first instinct, automatically by reaction, is to fight back and defend myself.
So now it sounds like he's talking about the zero tolerance policies in schools, where if you get into a fight, and even if you were just defending yourself, they still kick you out. But again, Obama didn't introduce any of those either.
So I don't get where you're getting off with all this crap of, oh, there should be no fighting allowed and whatever.
That's about all for that video. He literally just repeats himself for the entire rest of the video. I also forgot to mention that in February of 2014, Cyraxx made these two posts onto Facebook. I'm guessing he was trying to garner sympathy or something. But one of them is the Soldier's Creed, and the other one is like one of those share if you care for people with PTSD type things. I mainly just covered his YouTube activities, but it's also worth noting that on February 14th of 2012, Cyraxx wanted to walk from Ohio to Kansas to meet his catfish girlfriend, and when his grandma Sally told him no, he physically assaulted her. But nothing ever came of this because Sally didn't press charges. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. We covered 2012 to the first half of 2014. There's a couple extra videos from his days in high school, but I don't really know if I feel comfortable posting those up here. In the next part, I'll be covering the second half of 2014 onwards. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, like the video if you liked the video, subscribe, send it to your buddies, or don't. Later.